Alright, let's talk about the worst year ever. What comes to mind?
Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun.
Most people say 1974, which certainly has its case. There's also 1980, which I made a couple of videos about. And it was bland, but it also had more good stuff than I realized. And there's several other years considered the worst year ever that I may have to deal with at some point. Like 1990, the year of Vanilla Ice. Was he truly that awful, or did he just make everything else look good? 1988, oh, I'll be giving you a day in court at some point. People tell me 2001 was like really bad. I don't know about that. Yet. Well, it's been a little over 10 years now. I think we can add a new challenger. Behold, 2014.
Don't take this personal. You're the worst, you know what you've done.
Was it the worst? Well, I was around and paying attention. At times it certainly felt like that. For one, there was the discourse. Oh god, the discourse was insufferable. Is all about that base of powerful body positivity anthem, or just jack-off material for fat fetishists? Is Anaconda a disgusting display of exhibition that's setting feminism back 50 years, or is it the greatest troll ever? Is Robin Thicke a fucking sleaze, or is Robin Thicke a fucking sleaze? You get the idea. Think pieces about everything under the fucking sun. And the music itself was definitely bad, for the most part. Here we see this chart from May 10th, when we're right about in the thick of the year, and as such, in the thick of the shit. Not only was most of it shit, it was shit that didn't have any staying power. A lot of the acts who made the chart that week in 2014 would be gone by that week in 2015. I remember so many acts just showing up out of nowhere, blasting themselves as high as they could go, and then leaving. In a way, 2014 was kind of like 1991, but with less lame and more cringe. Well, let us now dig into the treasure trove of crap that time forgot.
Come out, won't you turn my soul into a raging fire?
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say, but we're starting things off in a good way. Here's why.
Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Yep, Pharrell's happy to be at number 1 for most of the year. I'd certainly prefer it over the boring ballad at number 2. This is not all of you, John Legend, and you know it. And at number 3, oh no, Dark Horse. This was when Katy Perry started to lose it. It would be all downhill from there, folks. And at number 4 is Jason Derulo fetishizing foreign chicks. It would be all downhill from there, folks. Oh, but here we go. Turn down for what going up to number 5.
Turn down for what?
God bless Lil Jon. Disappears for years, comes back, drops this banger, and then disappears for years again. He really crushed it at the DNC a couple of years ago.
Get loud! Another round of shots! DNC! Turn out for what? Turn out for what?
Oh man, I remember what it was like to feel joy.
Let it go, let it go.
And we have Let It Go, finally letting it go as it drops to number 6. Other songs from Frozen that went down that week were this,
'Cause for the first time in forever, I won't be alone.
and this.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Do you wanna be a snowflake? Well, if you do, you'd probably be Iggy Azalea, going up 11 spots to number 7.
I've been working, I'm up in here with some change to throw.
I'm so fancy.
Now, here's a lady we had such high hopes for.
First things first, I'm the realest. Drop this and let the whole world feel it.
Oh yeah, I remember she was being touted as the next great rap star, and we would all be walking around with Iggy Azalea Eda bags while cosplaying Clueless and shit. Sure, the songs were all terrible, but they were getting a lot of airplay. Not to mention, Iggy Azalea had a certain asset. 2014 was undoubtedly the year of Iggy Azalea, because as soon as the clock struck for 2015, she was gone.
Still killing him softly.
Well, not entirely gone. She had that really terrible song with Britney Spears that made us all wonder what the hell we even saw in her, and then she was gone.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like not?
Funny meme. Oh yeah, and Pompeii went down a couple of spots to number 8. That would push Justin Timberlake down a spot, which is, not a bad thing, I guess.
So don't act like it's a bad thing to fall in love with me.
Because you know, this song, and the video for that matter, is a bad thing. But not as bad as Chris fucking Brown. Sure, he also got pushed down a spot from number 9 to number 10, but still, he was in the top 10. And he just put out a bloated ass album that's probably gonna sell a lot because people are stupid idiots who never learn.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Oh, these hoes ain't loyal, you say? Hey, Breezy, maybe these hoes would be loyal if they didn't have your makeup all over their knuckles. Yes, I know that's not what the song's really about. Yes, I know it's much worse. Yes, I would rather live in a world where this fuckface didn't exist. And now let's get to our losers and dropouts.
All that's left to do is walk away. And baby, I'm as gone as yesterday.
Starting with the dropouts, we have Sarah Evans slowing down off of number 100, Somo riding off of number 98, and Frankie Ballard falling off from number 95. Sure was a hell of a life. Then there's Hillsong falling feet first into the ocean from number 96.
So I will call upon your name.
Well, it's better than Your Way's better. But then here we go. will.i.am falling off from number 99.
Cause we be in the club, bottles on deck, and goddamn it, I'm feeling myself.
God damn it, indeed. That was slop and a half. Speaking of slop, we got this one from Dustin Lynch falling off from number 94. It would re-enter the charts later on, and you've probably noticed I forgot to include the title.
If she's there, that's where, that's where it's at.
It's called Where It's At, parentheses, Yep.
Yep.
As long as I keep that.
You know, we joke all the time about shit being vanilla ice level, and here's a guy who's actually literally vanilla ice level.
I got my mind made up and I can't let go.
Another song that would fall off after debuting is Love Runs Out by One Republic from number 81. It too would come back later, have a nice chart run, and might be one of their more underrated songs. Lastly, we have the most egregious dropout of them all. Do I Wanna Know by Arctic Monkeys fallen off from number 75.
I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways. Out to sea.
Yeah, I know it was on the charts for 20 weeks without reaching the halfway point, but come on, this is a great song. You're just gonna let it stall out at number 70? You're just gonna let it die? Just go? Never to show up again? As for the losers, we got some long runners taking their sweet time. Counting Stars going down to number 12, Team to number 13, A Tree Falls Down and We Yell Timber down to number 21. Then Let Her Go went down to number 30, Wake Me Up went down to number 32, R.I.P. Avicii. Burn went down to number 33, Demons went down to number 34, Say Something went down to number 40, The Monster went down to number 41, Royals went down to number 44, and finally Radioactive down to 49. Oh, there was a song that stuck around for way too long. Back to Avicii, Hey Brother also fell a few spots to number 20.
Hey, brother, there's an endless road to rediscover.
Again, R.I.P. Avicii, deserved better. And here's Christina Perri falling down to number 38.
But I'm only human.
Hey, she said it herself, she's only human. A little further down, we have Young Thug's Stoner to number 63.
I'm stoner, I'm stoner, I'm stoned. What? I'm stoner, I'm stoner, I'm stoned.
And combine that with Move That Dope moving up to number 46.
The dirty, the money is homicide. And my recipe can be televised. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope.
Drugs, man. And then a bit more further down, oh, we got the sexy number 69. And,
I can't remember to forget you.
let's just say this is one of the more appropriate songs for that particular spot. Yeah. And that brings us to our most cursed song of this particular crop.
As she walked, all that I could say was
The video that rips off Jamiroquai and a song that lifts from this old early 90s jam.
my heart sings, and it sounds this way.
Yeah, they took that song and spread some imitation Justin Bieber on it. I can't believe it's not Justin Bieber. It's just so douchey. But if it was just that, I probably wouldn't be calling it cursed. But it wasn't just that.
Yeah, she looks so good, but
There's a guest verse from Pitbull, too. And he sounds kind of like a pervert here. Yeah, just the way he says, yeah, like you can tell he's got a boner. I guess you could say she gave the Pitbull a boner. Ha ha! I know this thing's on. Alright, what else? Well, here's B.O.B. falling to number 78.
everybody's addicted to something. Everybody got a grip on something.
Yeah, that period between when he got famous and when he went crazy. Eminem's apology to his mom went down to number 93.
So when I'm way too old to cry, this shit is painful though. But Ma, I forgive you. So does Nathan, yo. Or you.
May she rest in peace. Then we had Jay-Z and Beyonce's epic movie falling to number 88. As for country, well, most of it was the usual stuff, like Justin Moore down to 72. Then there's Blake Shelton going down to number 76.
Letting them burn and holding her all night. I like doing what she likes.
With a song about how he just loves to do what she likes. He may be pussy whipped, but damn it, this is a man who takes pride in being pussy whipped. And thus, Boyfriend Country was born. With Dan plus Shay, probably one of the original Boyfriend Country acts, and boy did they get in on that trend early. With their cutesy little song about the summer of 19 You and Me going down to number 68. Lastly, we have Miranda Lambert, going automatic on the way down 3 spots to number 56.
Back before everything became automatic.
So this is a song I have mixed feelings about. On the one hand, I do have nostalgia for some of the things she has listed.
Like only yesterday, I'd get a blank cassette, record the country countdown, cause I couldn't buy it yet.
Like recording stuff off the radio, mailing out letters. I think I'm part of the last generation that's really grown up with that slightly simpler way of life than the one we have now. On the other hand,
Hey, whatever happened to waiting your turn, doing it all by hand?
I hear this song about how everything was good before all that newfangled technologic shit, and I just hear the stereotypical cranky grandpa. Ah, you kids today with your smartphones and your social medias, back Back in my day, we recorded songs off the radio and learned to drive the stick shift, and we had to walk 15 miles in the snow, uphill both ways, and dadgummit, we were okay with that. Now, we got a handful of songs holding steady, like that shitty Bottoms Up song at 22, and that dumbass Cut Her Off song at 90. There was also One Direction at 28, Demi Lovato at 36, and Keith Urban's Cop Car at the halfway mark.
Innocent, but you were stealing my heart. I fell in love in the back of a cop car.
Ah, young love. Who knew getting arrested would be so romantic? I wonder what this couple does every anniversary. Like, what kind of petty crimes would they commit to recapture the moment? Maybe parking in a handicapped spot, or spinning over the side of an overpass, or, God forbid, tearing the tag off a pillow. In any case, it's certainly more romantic than Meathead Luke Bryan at number 15.
She was like, oh my God, this is my song. I've been listening to the
Like, oh my God, this is my song. It's about me. Woo! And finally, holding on at number 24... Hell yeah, motherfucking animals, RAR XD. Phew, I could use a commercial break. Let's see what we got here.
Cowboys would take the illegal liquor and stuff it into the legs of their boots. Well, I guess it doesn't work with sneakers.
Essentially, the cornflake was a meal to reduce aggression and sexual interest of the boys who ate them.
Is it possible that this ancient culture witnessed advanced aviation? The answer is yes.
Yeah, that commercial went up a couple of spots to number 11 that week, which brings us to the gains. Sticking with bad songs, here's Florida Georgia Line at number 18.
Yeah, baby, this is how we roll. We rolling into town. With nothing else to do, we take another lap around. Yeah.
While sucking at rap. Jesus fuck. Way worse than Trey Songz ruining the Fugees on his way up to number 23.
Oh, na, na, na. Keep your heads in the air if you're spending the night. Oh, na, 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 oh, na, 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 na.
Remember when we all thought DJ Mustard was a hack? 2014 was so bad, the year's worst producer got good. Pop music is weird. Well, we don't have Maroon 5 on this chart. We do, however, have store brand Maroon 5 going up to number 29.
All I need's a little love in my life. All I need's a little love in the dark.
With a store brand version of that Rob Thomas song.
I don't wanna be lonely no more. I don't wanna have to pay for this.
Yeah, imagine combining Maroon 5 with Matchbox 20. We let that happen once and thankfully never again. Back to country fucking hell, was this a good week for the bros.
Yeah, gotta give me some of that little.
We had Mr. Get Me Some of That up to number 45, and then Jake Owen beaching up to number 62. Oh, and speaking of summer, we also had Summer by Calvin Harris up to number 26. You know, I always thought of this as a summer night song. Now, as for summer daytime songs, oh, there she is again! Katy Perry with Birthday going up to number 37. Okay, I might be stretching it, but it does sound every bit as summery as California Girls did. Scratch that, it would be all downhill from there, folks. And we also had Lee Brice going up to number 80.
'Cause I don't dance.
Oh, you don't dance? Well, you should. It might help you with...
I just wanna grow my corn, feed my dogs, wear my boots.
Well, nobody's saying you can't. Do I even care what your fucking problem is? Touch some grass!
No, I don't dance. but here I am, spinning you round and round.
Alright, snark aside, I do love me a nice good wedding song. And as someone who sucks at dancing, there is a part of me that loves the idea that I just like dancing with you, even though I suck at it. You know who else had a good week? Coldplay. Magic went up to number 59, while the spooky Midnight went up to number 65. Other good songs that gained include Latch up to number 57 and La 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 up to number 19. The anthem for putting your fingers in your ears and going La 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 I am not listening that you never knew you needed. So yeah, Sam Smith also had a pretty good week. Then we got Paramore going up to number 14.
Ain't it fun? Living in the real world.
No, Haley, it ain't fun living in the real world. This song definitely is fun, though. Another fun song was this one from Congo's up to 74. Mostly because of the accordion. Here's another really good one, Sleeping with a Friend by Neon Trees, up to 51. Don't fuck with the friend zone, y'all. And rounding out the gains, there's Pitbull again, along with GRL.
Long live this wild, wild love of ours.
I've always thought that song was pretty decent. Had a nice cute little Irish jig thing going on. R.I.P. Simone. Deserved better. Ordinarily, I'd talk about some interesting songs here, but the only interesting thing that happened in 2014 involved my Orioles. I mean, we had a crazy good season. AL East champions, smacked the shit out of the Tigers, and then we got swept out of the playoffs by the Royals. Fucking hell. Even the positives about 2014 let me down. Oh, and whose goddamn idea was it to reference that Chris Brown song on the victory shirt? Are you fucking serious, you stupid fucking... You could have just said we would never be Royals. It was right there, dude. Alright, let's get with the debuts, and I wish I could say we were getting better, but unfortunately, we're starting at the bottom of the barrel. And I don't just mean that literally. Entering at number 100 was... Just listen to this shit.
Since I got with you, I feel like I done won me a trophy.
It's Future and Kanye bragging about their actual literal trophy wives, Ciara and Kim Kardashian, respectively.
Till one day I put an angel in your ultrasound. I want
Oh, that's just fucking sick, dude. They're all divorced, by the way. In Future's case, he never even made it to the altar. Enjoy the single life, ladies. Well, at number 99, we got this guy who keeps waking up loving you.
Damn if I don't wake up loving you.
Even though you're gone, girl, because that's country, all. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, here's the Bros again. Entering at number 98 is who the fuck cares what this guy's name is.
And I said, yeah, yeah.
That's a pretty weak yeah, bro. Try harder. Man, have I been rude for this video or what?
Why you gotta be so rude?
Yeah, good question, Canadian Rasta guy. Why do I gotta be so rude? Maybe because I don't want my precious little girl wasting her life away with some dolt like you.
I'm gonna marry you anyway.
I always thought that song was just so childish. Well, it debuted at number 97 that week, beginning its journey to reaching number 1. And then magic just disappeared. Rounding out the debuts are another couple of mediocre country songs. Number 6 was We Are Tonight, and at number 94 was Who I Am With You.
Yeah, better man, is who I am with you.
And thus, Boyfriend Country was born? And finally, at number 92, we got Josh Kaufman, the guy who won The Voice that year.
And won't you stay with me?
That's a nice little rendition of Sam Smith. And that does it for the debuts. No other song debuted on the charts that week in 2014. There was nothing that entered any higher than number 92 that week. Nope, that did not happen at all. The highest ranking debut that week was Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne at number 75. I'm gonna start by saying this should work for me. Mostly because here's a supercut of some of the stuff I actually listen to. You get the idea. I like cute stuff like this. And I've never really had anything against Avril. I'm gonna say it, everyone. I'm gonna say it. I did not mind Girlfriend. I didn't like it. It was just too fun for me to really hate on. Hey, you! Try getting that out of your head if you can. I do agree that the bridge was shit, though. Still, though, that was one part of the song. Now, if you took that part and stretched it out to 3 minutes, you'd get Hello Kitty. And we could get into the controversy about cultural appropriation and argue about whether or not she was just showing her love for Japan, but the think pieces were insufferable enough. And none of it is gonna change the fact that this song is slop. It was a good attempt, but no. Avril and J-pop just don't really go well together. Oh, and Chad Levine himself was one of the writers, considering what Nickelback were putting out at the time. In hindsight, yeah, I say that checks. They're divorced, by the way. Enjoy the single life, lady. Alright, let's highlight another song. How about something good this time? Ah, here we go. Haven't thought about this little gem in a while. Going down 7 spots to number 89 is Girls Chase Boys by Ingrid Michaelson. And while it didn't interest me enough to look into her any further, come to think of it, maybe I should. Did she do anything else of note? Oh yeah, that song from that Old Navy commercial. That old Navy commercial, I should say. Well, this is a nice jangly little indie bop, but most importantly, this song is very gender. See, here's the thing about gender. Fuck gender! Yeah, really, why not let the girls chase the boys? Traditionally, it's always the guys who make the move. He's gotta be out here giving out his lines and stuff. Hitting on girls is a lot of work, guys.
Don't call me out, call you to let.
So why not let the girls make the move? Going back to that Automatic song, there's a line in there about how the boys would call the girls.
The boys would call the girls, and the girls would turn them down.
Like how it used to be. But you know what? Some standards are better off just being broken. Let the girls call the boys for once. And while we're at it, why don't we have the girls chase the girls and the boys chase the boys? Because whatever gender we identify as, we're all just humans, right?
Gonna be alright.
this was a bold kind of song to release in 2014. Back then, a lot of us still barely knew what being transgender was, even less so about non-binary. So it was refreshing to hear someone toy around with the gender roles here. And not to mention, it's just really cute. Tee, girls chase boys. I say this is one song that definitely deserves to be well remembered, even if it did only barely scrape the top 40. Well, that was a nice distraction from all the shit. Well, let's get back in it.
Let me take another selfie.
Dropping 16 spots to number 61 is hashtag Selfie by the Chainsmokers. Oh man, if there was one act that I was sure we would never hear from again after 2014, it was these guys. Their song was about taking selfies. That was as topical as you could get. I recently saw an article about how Ellen's Oscar selfie from that year was the last great moment when everyone was in their living rooms and not on their phones and blah blah blah. Jesus fucking Christ, clickbait content writers.
When Jason was at the table, I kept on seeing him look at me while he's with that other girl. Do you think?
And on top of that, it's not even a song. It's just some stupid bimbo. Oh wait, sorry, I shouldn't be calling her a bimbo. Ah, fuck it, I'm calling her a bimbo anyway. It's not an insult, it's a type. He's the meathead, she's the bimbo. Put them together, you get something stupid.
How did that girl even get in here? Do you see her? She's so short and that dress is...
Well, anyway, it's just some stupid bimbo saying stuff, and then generic techno beat number 72984 kicks in.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Such a farce of a song. I mentioned how everyone was hyping up Iggy Azalea as the next INXS, and meanwhile, this was how the Chainsmokers followed up their song. Some girl singing about how she wants to be like Kanye. Hell, they were doing comedy sketches before this.
Hey, excuse me, do you have any toner? That's alright, you're toned enough.
Yeah, these guys had novelty acts slapped on them and then some.
Let me take a selfie.
Hashtag go fuck your selfie would only barely scrape the top 20, so it wasn't exactly that big of a hit either. But hey, they got their viral moment, and now they're gonna disappear. We are never gonna hear from the Chainsmokers again. For a couple of years anyway.
I was doing just fine before I met you.
Yeah, in 2016 they started making more serious songs and became superstars. Is it fair to say that nobody saw that coming?
That girl is such a fake model. She definitely bought all her Instagram followers.
I certainly didn't after this, so hey, I gotta hand it to them. They managed to shake off the Novelty Act label and even made a few pretty good songs. Still Love Roses, that's a banger. And that one they did with Coldplay was awesome too. Still, all that from this? Pop music is weird. Guess I'll take a selfie. Woo! Well, anyway, if you enjoy what you're seeing, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I've got a Patreon where for $1 you can vote on future videos, for $2 you can join Discord, and for $5 you can get early access. Welcome to our new $5 patron, Brian Bondi. Good to have you here with us. And for those of you on the social types, I can be followed on Blue Sky and pretty much nowhere else because fuck all the other social sites. I do feel bad for slacking on this channel lately. I just had a lot of other stuff going on, but I do think I'm finally at a point in my life where I can pump this kind of content out on a more regular basis. Hey, what do you say we look at the pop airplay chart? Well, it's definitely similar to the main chart, but we do have a few good exclusives, like GUI. That's a nice Lady Gaga song. Well, here's something interesting. A song called She Ain't You, and it's not Chris Brown. It's actually a nice, cute little song about how he met someone who looked like you do, walked like you do, so he thought it was you, but alas, She Ain't You.
Come on, don't say goodnight with the stars in the sky.
And here we have Hot Shell Ray. Yep, they were apparently still around. And they were still as cringily cheerful as they always were.
Let's find a bonfire, or we can start one. Throw your middle fingers up to a new sun.
Emphasis on cringe. And that was the pop airplay chart. Now let's wrap this up with what I think was the worst song on the chart that week. It was a year full of sucky flukes. And this was the suckiest fluke that ever sucked. Going up 12 spots to number 27 is Classic by MKTO. Oh, as in, oh dear lord, you thought Automatic was ridiculous? Here, hold our boxed wine. There are mysteries in life. Like, why do guys think nostalgia's a good way to pick up chicks?
And they don't make you like they used to. You're never going out of style.
Yeah, if you took all the complaints about how things were so much better back in my day with the 15 miles and shit and turned them into pickup lines, you'd get this song. Complete with the standard hack name drops.
I wanna do you like Michael. I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin Gaye.
Hey girl, I want to rock you like a hurricane like the Scorpions. Let's bang and blame like REM, baby, yeah! Girl, you make me feel like I was born too early. Yeah, that could probably be taken one way. Ha ha ha, fuck you. Aw, this world is so plastic. But you, girl, you're not like all that other plastic crap. You're a special kind of plastic crap. The kind they don't make anymore. So, you gonna suck my cock or something?
Start in the 40s, centerfold in the 50s. Got me tripping out like 60s. Hippies.
Oh, and there's a rap part. One where he name drops all the decades. Oh man, remember those old listicles of things only 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s kids would remember? They made that a rap verse. 2014, everyone.
I'ma pick you up in a Cadillac like a gentleman, bring it glamour back, keep it real to real.
This was the cringiest song on an already cringy chart. Like, it sums up not only the chart, but the whole damn year in music. A sleazy nostalgia name drop fest from a no-name group that would score one fluke song on the charts and then disappear completely. There were some, like Nico and Vinz, who had managed to scrape a second onto the chart just before getting swept into the dustbin.
I lie down in your arms.
But Magic, Rixton, and these MKTO guys, they were all one and done. Never again would they make the charts, and never again would we hear from them. Which is a shame in MKTO's case, because their follow-up, American Dream, is actually pretty decent.
This ain't the same summer song that you used to know, 'cause Jack left Diane 30 years ago.
See, that is how you turn nostalgia into sentiment. Way better than the slop they managed to put on the chart. Classic Man was way more classic than this. Hell, Iggy Azalea's The New Classic album was more classic than this. And it sucked too. And there you have it. 2014. When it comes to worst years ever, that year truly was a classic.